Hello everyone, it is Phrasmotica here, and welcome back to Feed the Beast. And my quarry that I set up in the last episode has gone to town on the stuff down in the ocean. It's picked up all this stuff, and yes, the chest goes off my screen, but I don't care. It's picked up all these cool little things, like some coal, emeralds, which are pretty damn rare, sapphire, redstone, nickelite, all these shards, ores, some obsidian, which is very nice, because that means we'll be able to go to the nether. And as you can see, I set up 2 more steam engines around it, just so that it could do everything faster. And I'm going to very quickly go into creative mode, just to see, or just to show you, how deep this has gone. If I just zoom down quickly. This is only for demonstration purposes, of course. I'm not in creative mode for the purpose of the series. But here we are, standing at level 8. Very nearly at bedrock. That's how deep it's gone. All thanks to my coal coke. That coal coke is so useful. It makes everything go so much faster. So, as I was saying, out of creative mode. We're not playing this in creative mode. I'm back to recipe mode, because we're not playing in cheat mode either. Now, today I wanted to do something, like I said in the last episode, which would concern power. Now, power comes usually in this game in terms of either coal, charcoal, or coal... No, give me my food back. Or coal coke. Now, one thing we could do is just try and mine a bunch of coal with those quarries that we had, but we're not going to do that. Another thing we could do is turn the coal that we do have into coal coke, but while I've got that going in the background, I want an even better method of power creation, I guess you could say. And so what we're going to do is we're going to build something called a tree farm. Now, the reason we're going to make a tree farm is because tree farms get lots and lots of stuff from trees, i.e. logs, and what can you do with logs in this game? Well, you can cook them into charcoal. And if we have some kind of automatic system going on, hopefully we should have pretty much an automatic charcoal generator, which will be pretty cool. And you did see it just there. I did add 2 steam engines into the wall here, so the wall of the engine room, which are now powering my powered furnace and pulverizer. So this is, yeah, like I said, this is the engine room. That's for ore processing and stuff. You can see the sign, and that's the coke production. And then over here, I put my bed here. I put my crafting table in the floor because I felt like it. And then I made a bunch of iron chests, and I labelled them with all the stuff that isn't going into the barrels, which there are a lot of right now. Now, before we make this this charcoal generator of sorts, I want to upgrade this crafting table, because we're playing Feed the Beast, and this normal crafting table is just not going to cut it. No chance whatsoever. So we're going to make this thing called a project table. There you are. Now, the project table, we just need 4 wood planks, a chest, our crafting table, of course, and 3 pieces of smooth stone. Now, luckily, I think I do have some smooth stone. Where are you at? There you are. I'll just grab you. Wooden planks. We need some wooden planks. Yeah, I got a bit more wood, as you can see, so that's good. We need 4 wooden planks, and then actually we also needed a chest. So let me grab a bit of that. Put you back, and we also needed a crafting table. And we need a crafting table to make this, so of course we need to make another. What are you doing? What the hell was that? What was that? Glitchy much. Glitchy, glitchy, glitchy much. Alright. So, wooden planks, stone along the top, chest, crafting table even, and chest, and project table. Now, the reason why this project table is better than the crafting table is quite simple, really. Right here, we have this inventory, which that chest provided, that we can put stuff in while we're making certain items. So if we are making a big item and there are a lot of steps leading up to it, we can store some of those steps in here, those steps being in the form of other items. And that is why it's called a project table. Now, it also has this slot right here, which has this kind of wavy shape in it, and that is for something called a plan, or at least a blank plan. And these blank plans right here are made from paper and indigo dye. And you get indigo dye from shapelessly crafting indigo flowers. Now, I want to make a lot of these plans, because what the plans allow you to do is, say I wanted to make a bunch of pressure plates, I could put the 2 stone in here, and then I could take one out. Actually, one thing that the project table does give you is the ability to just leave the recipe in there, and then if there's any spare of that item in the recipe in the inventory, then you can just continuously take out the result as much as you want. Say I've made 5 pressure plates, but I don't want to have to put the 2 stone into that crafting area every time I want to make pressure plates. I can drop a blank plan in there, make a plan for this pressure plate, drop the plan in whenever I need to make a pressure plate, and the stone will appear up there when and if I need it. Although there must be some stone in here for that recipe and that plan to work. But yeah, I just accidentally made a bunch of pressure plates, so that was stupid. Okay, I've got an excess of pressure plates now. That's great. I'm just going to replace the crafting table, because we don't need that anymore. We have the project table. I'm probably going to make a bunch of them. I'll make 8 more, and I'll put them in the floor all along these chests so that we can have a bunch of projects going on at once. But right here in the plants and dyes chest, I got a bunch of indigo flowers and a bunch of sugar canes. I actually have some sugar canes growing outside my house as we speak. So that's good. This is going to give us loads and loads of indigo dye so we can make loads of plans. And we should be able to make a lot of paper as well, because we can just put those in a row. It gives us 3 paper, and if we just shift click, it'll all get done for us quickly. That's 66 pieces of paper. Let's make a bunch of blank plans, because I don't see why not. Yeah, let's put that all into there. And with that, a stack of blank plans and 2 more. That is brilliant. I'm going to leave these in here for whenever we need to make some more plans for anything. And I'm going to keep the dyes in there. And I'm going to put the crafting table in there, and then the pressure plate in there, and then I'll leave the rest of the stuff in my barrels. So, now that we've got this project table, I think it's about time that we started to make the charcoal farm, the tree farm, the whatever you want to call it, the power generator. The power generator sounds really epic, I like that. So, the mod we're going to use to make the... I swear there hasn't been a single day this summer holiday where there hasn't been loads and loads of building work going on outside my house. It's pissing me off. Anyway, to make this coal generator, or charcoal generator even, we're going to use a mod called Steve's Carts. Now, if we go into the mod section right here and we scroll all the way down, there we are, Steve's Carts. Let's double click on that and I'll isolate everything from Steve's Carts. This is all the stuff that we're going to be using. Now, the way that Steve Carts works is it's basically an add-on to the minecart mechanics that are in vanilla Minecraft. And the thing we're going to use to make this cart, which is actually going to run along tracks and chop down trees, plant them, fertilize them, chop them down continuously, is this thing called a cart assembler. We're going to need smooth stone, some iron, and these things called simple PCBs, which are made from iron, gold, and redstone. So, let's go get those things that we're going to need. And yeah, I have got a buttload of ingots and stuff, just in case you were wondering. So, I don't have that much smooth stone anymore, so let me get a stack cooking. Like I said, these steam engines are a lot better than the Stirling engines. So let's plop some of the cobblestone in there. It's going to charge 2 Minecraft joules per tick, because it's got pretty much maximum power. We only need a few of those, we only need 3 of those. I'll just leave the rest to do for... Get back here, you bastard. Alright, and any more coke? Yes, of course there's more coke. Why wouldn't you want coke? Of course. So, let us make this PCB thingy. It's the simple PCB. So we need redstone, gold, I need to get some redstone. Damn it! Right. So all of this is going to be stored up here. If we want to make multiple simple PCBs, then we can just lay out the recipe. And just click, that's 1, click, that's 2. That's how many we're going to need. But I'm going to make a plan for this, because in a lot of Steve's Cart stuff, there are a lot of simple PCBs. So drop the blank plan in there, press the writing button, I guess you could call it, and there is our plan. So if we just take all of these ingredients out of the crafting area and we just plop in the plan, it'll bring up a little hologram of all the ingredients. It'll give us our output if all of those ingredients are in the inventory. So we've got all the PCBs we need. We've got time for this. We need some iron ingots. Was it like? Oh no, was it? Wait, was it the other way around? Yeah, it might have been. Trying to remember now. It might have been this way around, actually. If it wasn't, I don't. Yeah. Oh, it was. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna need 1 more. And also, the ingredients don't drop when you leave a project table, because there's an inventory and it's a more advanced form of crafting. So good if you accidentally forgot one of the ingredients for the thing that you're making. And this is almost running completely dry. I'm going to get some coal coke, and I'm going to charge it up again with one of my steam engines. And I set it to require high redstone signal so that I can just turn it on and off whenever I want to. So, let's get back to the cart assembler. Okay, I'm going to have to switch these around. And there is our cart assembler. So, let's plop this cart assembler just in the middle of anywhere. And, oh my god, I need to turn my GUI scale down again. Let's change it to normal, even though normal is really too small. Right, so this is the cart assembler interface. Right here is where we're going to put a cart hull, which is what our great big tree farming thing is going to be made out of, or based on. We can add some engines, a tool, some attachments, some storage add-ons, and then some other add-ons on it, and then we can assemble it and use it in the game. So the hull we're going to use is just a standard hull. And I don't mean like Hull City, I mean like a standard hull, like a minecart hull. So where are you? Standard hull. Standard hull. Right there you can see its modular capacity is 200. Its module complexity cap is 50. There's a max add-on count and a max engines count. This doesn't matter too much for what we want to make, because none of the stuff that we're going to put on is going to hit any of these limits. So to make the standard hull, we need iron ingots in a kind of a minecart shape, and then 2 sets of iron wheels, and the iron wheels are just sticks surrounding the iron. So let's go do that. I don't have sticks. And then here, that's not quite enough again, but I do have some wood. No I don't. Brilliant. Alright, sure. You see, this is what we're going to be making. We're going to make something that'll give us lots and lots of wood, so if I need to make some massive feat of architecture, I can. Alright, that's 1 iron wheel, and then I need 1 more. I know there's some in here. Perfect. 4 more. No. Project table. Okay. Those iron wheels go there, and then the iron ingots go comme ça. It's the standard hull we are going to take over to the crafting, the cart assembler, and whack it in the hull slot. And here is a little 3D spin around of what it looks like so far. Now, as you can see, 3 of these engine slots have unlocked, 2 of them still remain closed because they don't fit onto the hull. We can put 1 tool in, we can put all 6 attachments if we wanted, all 4 storage if we wanted, and 5 out of 10 possible add-ons. Now, since this thing is going to be cutting trees down, we are going to need the most basic of tools, the woodcutter. So, woodcutter. Modular costs 34, which adds to the amount of modular stuff you can put in it, and as you can see, type tool. So we're going to need this wood cutting core, which is made of a bunch of saplings surrounding this advanced PCB, which is simple PCBs, redstone and iron. You see, I told you those simple PCBs would come in handy. And we're also going to need these saw blades, which require iron and diamonds, believe it or not. You have to have diamonds to cut a tree down automatically, apparently. So that makes sense. Wait, what was the recipe for the wood cutting core? As advanced PCB, and that was those. Okay, so let's get some more simple PCBs using the plan. Just whack them out like that. 3 iron in the middle, or along the middle, and then the redstone, and then the simple PCBs, and there is our advanced PCB, the big daddy, if you like. So let's whack another blank plan in there, and we can make that whenever we want as well. So now we're going to need a bunch of saplings, and I've got them here in the plants and dyes thingy. I'll use birch, why not? Once we've got this thing up and running, we will have more saplings than we could ever want, honestly. Loads and loads of them. Right, wood cutting core. We needed iron, but then we also needed those saw blades, and for that we need 5 diamonds, as well as the iron. There we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is a bit costly, but my god, the amount of wood you get, it is so worth it. There we are, the woodcutter. So this woodcutter, being a tool, we can now place into the tool slot. And there you can see it's appeared on our cart. And it says that it will now take 9 minutes and 50 seconds of real world time to assemble. So we are going to have to wait for a bit of this. Now, of course it needs engines to actually move. And we're going to put 2 engines on this thing. We are going to put both a solar engine, which is made with another advanced PCB, 2 pistons, 2 iron, and these Steve's Cart solar panels, not to be confused with another type of solar panel, which is just glowstone. Oh, it needs glowstone. Okay, I guess I'll put this. Okay. I forgot about this, admittedly. You know what? We'll leave the solar engines on it. We won't even bother with the solar engines, because I don't want to have to go through the trouble of going to the nether and getting glowstone just for this. We can add a coal engine. That'll be fine. The Minecraft They don't care about coal effing up the environment. So we're going to need 5 iron, furnace, and some pistons. So yeah, screw the environment for all I care, because Minecraft couldn't care less. So let's make that furnace. There we are. What else do we need? We also needed pistons. Right, pistons. Actually, no, we needed that cobblestone there. Stay there. We need some more wood planks. I'll craft some more of this into wood planks. There we go. There's a stack. That should be enough. As I say, after this, we will not need any more tree chopping downing. We will not need to do any more tree chopping downing. Piston, I make quite a few of these, so I'm going to make a plan for it. Right, unfortunately you can't stack plans, obviously, because they're different, because you're making different things, but it doesn't matter too much. I'll probably make a chest just for them, an iron chest just for them, because I'll probably have a lot of these plans lying around. So, there is our coal engine. Module cost 15, very cheap. So let's put the coal engine onto the engine side, and there it is. That's going to combust a bunch of coal to make it move. So obviously we are going to need to fuel this thing with coal or coal coke or whatever. It's just going to burn stuff to make it move. That's what it means. Now, attachments. Attachments will probably be a good idea. I think, wait, hold on. If we're going to want these trees that it plants down to grow faster, we're going to need a fertilizer. And this fertilizer requires some leather, simple PCB, some bone meal, and 2 glass bottles. So, glass bottles, we literally just need 3 of these. That gives us 3. That's some more drops. Do I seriously not have any leather? Do I, honest to goodness, not have any leather? Really? Holy crap. Alright, well, I will see you when I've gone to get some leather, because wow, I thought I'd got some leather, but apparently I don't got any leather. So yeah, I'm gonna go get some leather, see if I can find any cows. 3 leather. Shouldn't be too difficult. Jesus Christ, I should not have to walk for this long just to find a bleeding cow. Wow. They look like they're having fun. Right, okay, now give me some leather. Quite near my old home. No. Do not drop. Alright, where are you guys? There you are. Come here. Give me your leather. Get out of that leaf, you pleb. How many leather? 3. I'm gonna need some more. I am not banking on my What the heck was that? Stop blip. Stupid vines. Jesus. Alright. Just give me your leather. That's right. And I should probably... actually, no, that'll take way too long. I'll do it in between episodes. I'll try and get a cow to follow me back to my base. Anyway, let's go back home. That took way too long. Right, I have my leather. Okay, so 9 leather. That'll do for now. So what was this thing? What was the recipe again? Okay, I need a simple PCB. Okay. Was it 1 or was it 2? It was 1. Jeez, remember these things, you pillock. It's not that difficult. And some bone meal. Okay, 2. Perfect. Now I do have quite a few bones, and I'll show you a little trick you can do with bone meal later on, because we can actually use bone meal as the fertilizer that we can put in this to make the trees grow. So, fertilizer. Attachment. Good. Now, storage. We want this thing to store stuff as it goes around. We don't want it to chuck stuff out whilst it's, you know, going on its merry way. So, we're going to need some chests. And to get these chests, we are going to get... Actually, you know what? Stop droning on and just get some food on. Okay? Okay, that's not going to do because this powered furnace is out of power. Give me some of the coal coke, and let's get some food going. The powered furnace does food incredibly quickly. Regardless, we're going to need to attach some chests to this cart, and to make those chests, we are going to use these things called side chests, which are literally just tiny little chests that attach to the side of it. So we're going to need this chest lock, which is a piece of smooth stone and an iron ingot. That actually gives you 8 of them, so That's a fairly alright recipe. We're also going to need these this chest pane, a couple of chest panes, a couple of large chest panes, and then 4 huge chest panes. And they are made with what? That's a bit confusing. But let's see. Okay, so it's planks in an I shape, and then looks like logs either side like that. And that gives you 32. So 32 is absolutely plenty. So let's get some of this out. Come with me, logs. Okay. God, if only I had a tree farm that I could get loads of wood from. Oh, that'd be so nice. Okay. So, another wood planks there. I'm going to take 1.5 stacks of these because we're going to need quite a few to make the large ones as well as the huge ones. So we're going to need 2 regular ones, so I'm going to leave those there. To make the large ones, we just make them in a square like that. We needed 2 of those. And then to make the huge ones, we needed to put them in a 3x3 square. And we needed 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, not even enough room for them inside this inventory right here. Let me take, shall I take, yeah, I'll take some of the stuff out. Right, so huge chest paint, nope, nope, nope. I need to make that other thing. Need to make the chest lock. There we are. Don't need very many of those. Right, so chest lock in the middle. Chest panes. Large and huge. I bet it's going to be the other way around. Yep. How did I freaking guess? There we are. Side chests. So let's put those side chests onto our cart. Storage. There we are. Now, what add-ons are we going to make? What add-ons did we need? Just trying to think. No, contrary to what I thought, this is pretty much everything we're going to need to put on to this cart. So, we could assemble the cart, but if we click on it, we need a... wait, where did my... where did my flipping hull go? Okay, for a second there I thought it had just chewed up my hull and stuff because I hadn't actually put any fuel into the cart assembler to make it, but it turns out that it is doing it, it's just not doing it right now because there's no fuel in it. So I'm going to chuck a bit of fuel in there and that is going to start assembling the cart that we want. And yeah, I was wondering what the hell went on there because I thought it had literally just eaten it up and just said, no, you haven't put any coal in, I'm taking all your shit, but no. Turns out that I just didn't have any coal in there and it was waiting for it. So that is going to be done in about 12 minutes time. And I broke my pickaxe taking the cart assembler apart because I thought it had done something stupid. So I would need to make a new pick. But I think what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to make a new machine at some point that will enable us to make an unbreakable thing for mining. Which is pretty damn cool. But for now... we could wait for this and just do nothing, but we're actually going to make the second half of this tree farm, and that is the rail that needs that the minecart needs to ride on. So, if we just double click that, take the Steve Cart's restriction off. No, it's called track, isn't it? What am I doing? Right. So if we want to make standard track right here, the recipe has changed from vanilla. Instead of just using iron and whatnot, you have to use these standard rail things, and then you have to use this wooden rail bed. And these standard rails, you have to use this thing called a rolling machine to make. You use 6 iron ingots either side of the center, and that gives you 8 standard rails. And then you have to use this wooden rail bed, which uses these wooden ties, which are made with creosote bottles and wooden slabs. Now, these creosote bottles are something that you can get from a coke oven. As you can see right here, there is creosote oil in the coke oven. And as you can see right here, okay, they're not there. That was anticlimactic. In my railcart stuff, I've got a bunch of creosote bottles, which I've made glass bottles, and I've just chucked them in to the coke oven to drain it of creosote and to get those creosote bottles. Now, if I was to go over to the project table and to make some more glass bottles, say like, I don't know, 12 of them, and I'll take this one. I'll take this one to make it unlucky. 13. If I was to right click on it and add some glass bottles in, it would start draining the creosote oil out, and each of these bottles can hold a bucket's worth of creosote oil. So there's 13 creosote bottles, which we can now use in the production of rails. So in the production of rails we need to use this, and we also need to use wooden slabs. And I think I've got a few of these left over from when I was doing something or other. Making barrels, that was it. So let's use the creosote bottles to make these wooden ties. There, it gives you one, which is just brilliant. But while I was down in the dungeons, I did manage to find some wooden ties, and as well some pre-made tracks, which is just brilliant. I've already got more than half that I need. I'm planning on making 32 because it's a stack, and I was going to use 32 anyway for the whole system. But let's make that wooden rail bed right there, and then we just need those standard rails. And for those standard rails, we are going to need that thing called the rolling machine. So the rolling machine. Right here, we're going to need 4 pistons, crafting table, and 4 iron ingots. So, piston. Did I make a plan? I did. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pistons, and I also need a crafting table. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay. And, yep, that definitely wasn't stereotypical at all. Nope, no stereotypicality over there. Nope, none at all. Nope, none of that. Okay, you get what I'm talking about. Now let's put the iron there, and here we are, rolling machine. Now, the rolling machine is powered by MJ, so I'm going to go put it next to my buildcraft stuff. And I actually didn't mention how I was powering all of this buildcraft stuff. With these steam engines, I'm using a variation of the buildcraft pipes, which are... Okay, turn them off, turn them off, turn them off, turn them off. Crap. Okay, okay, this is bad. I'm using this variation of the transport pipes, which are conductive pipes, which are just made by shapelessly crafting a transport pipe with redstone, and they can carry an electric signal from an engine into any of these MJ-powered machines. But usually it'll be displayed as a thin blue line going through these conductive pipes. But when it builds up like this, they have the potential to explode, and I think this is the highest level that they can reach before they actually do explode. So, yeah, if these things build up too much pressure from the power, they will explode. We can make something in future called redstone energy conduits, which will result in never exploding. But we'll make that in a future episode, like I said. And I think I am going to need to make a pickaxe to arrange the stuff that I want. And this thing has got 7 minutes left. That's cool. What do I have the most of? Actually, I have the most of rubies. Let's make a ruby pickaxe. I have a ruby axe, actually. So, yeah, that'll go hand in hand with that. So, leave. It is so convenient to have everything staying in the crafting area. So nice. Alright, you stay there. And now let me move this right here. Nope, that one right there. Silly me. So that I can pull a conductive pipe up to the rolling machine. I've got some spare stone conductive pipes right here. What is that noise? Oh, for Christ's sake, zombie, just piss the bloody hell off. You know what, I'll go to sleep. That'll be even better. That would be even better. Yeah, right there you can see I tried to get all my components back because I thought the crafting machine had... The cart assembler, I gotta get the name right. I thought the crafting... You bastard. Cart assembler had eaten them all up, but turns out no. But now that's all over with. Let's put the conductive pipe there, and there, and there, and there. Perfect amount. Now some of the power will go into the rolling machine. As you can see, all of that power flooded straight into it. It has now got all these Minecraft joules of power. So let's go get some of the iron that we were using, and let's make those standard rails. We're going to need more iron than that. 1, 2, there we are. So let's arrange these in the crafting pattern. There we are, 8 standard rail, click to craft, boink, and it is crafting it for us. Using up all of that power. Come on, you need a bit more now. Oh, that's it. Just under how much was needed. Okay, that's just cool. I'm going to put you in there, and I'm going to put you in there. And hopefully that'll get the rolling machine done. There we are. Standard rail, all nice and complete. So we can use this standard rail, and we can use our rail beds that we made. Put that there, and then the standard rail can go there. And there we are. Many more tracks. Although there is one other type of track that we're going to need to make, which is again from Steve's cart. So let's isolate that. And where are you? Where are you, advanced detector rail? we're going to need 6 iron, a redstone, and a couple of pressure plates, which it just so happened that I mistakenly made a shite ton of them. So, well, 16 if that's a shite ton. More iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This recipe will make us 2, but we really only need 1. So that's that. There's those 2, and then the redstone. 2 advanced detector rails. So, yeah, I'm gonna go set out this track and this advanced detector rail for the minecart to go on. We're almost done. Only 4 minutes to go, and I've got a little space reserved for it, so that's cool. This is going to be an 8x8 square, so let me just place it out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? What? No, you pleb. Get back here. You bastard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So actually that's what, is that a 9x9 square? I think that is, but we only use 32 rails. So that's cool. Right, so the cart is going to go in here when it's done, although we're going to want to replace one of the rails with an advanced detector rail right here, because we're actually going to need to put one more machine right here, which will manage all of the stuff that the cart picks up from chopping down them trees. And that right there is called a cargo manager. Where are you? There you are, first thing. So we're going to need this large dynamic pane, these large iron panes, and these huge iron panes. And I'm starting to get chest pains. In my chest, not on the game. So we're going to need redstone, these dynamic panes are just iron pane, and redstone and iron pane is chest pane surrounding iron panes. God, we need a lot of these chest panes in game, not in my chest. So, let's go make them. Okay, we have like a few actually. So, let's go. I want to make quite a few of these. And I'm also going to need some iron. Well, you can never have too much iron. Never. Alright, let's make a bunch of them. That's all we can make right now. Oh well. So, we needed 4 of those dynamic panes. 1, 2, 3, 4. To put around the redstone, I think. Was it around the redstone? Yep. Yes, it was. Large dynamic pane, and then we also needed the large iron pane, and then the huge iron pane, which is just made in the same fashion. So, was it 4 of each? I think it was. 4. And we're not going to have enough for the rest, so I'm going to need to make some more iron panes. Or some more wooden panes for a start. Because that is the basis of all the pane in Minecraft. All of that pane. T-Pain, you bastard. He doesn't make good music, if you're wondering. Okay, so... yeah, that's right. Make that pain. Pain-producing bastards. Oh, let's get a full stack, why not? Oh, okay, more than a full stack. Sure. Too cool for a full stack. So, more iron panes to make the huge ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hopefully that should be enough. I think we've got all that we need. Okay, so huge ones go in the corners. Large dynamic one in there, and then these large iron panes there. It's the other way round. You bastard. Right, cargo manager. This thing will hopefully make it so that all the stuff that the cart collects, which it should start doing in a few minutes, will be deposited off in the right areas, which we can then branch off to deliver to certain things if we wanted to. So, right click on this cargo manager, we can see that there are 4 different sides on it. They each have colours. So there's a green side, a yellow side, a blue side, and a red side. And then there's this little grating at the top. Get onto that later. So we can basically choose what items from which part of the cart storage go into what area of the cargo manager, which then get delivered to which side of the cargo manager we want. So, say in those side chests that the cart had, I wanted it to take from the blue side, which is where the cart is. So let's set this to the blue side. We can change the colours right here. And then let's disable that for now, which is the black colour right there. We can basically say, okay, I want to take it from the storage slots. I want to take it from the cart. We can change it for to and from to bring it into the cargo manager. And then I want it to send it, and then I want to send it to the green side. Or do you have to use an, maybe it's not, but say if you want to take something from the cart, you say from the blue side, because that's where the cart is, from the cart into the cargo manager. That is basically how it works. It allows you to, you know, manage the transfer of cargo from one point to another inside this block. So, hopefully, this thing should have finished making. So, I advise you, come out, you bastard. Oh, it's run out of fuel. Great. Let's put some more coal in there. And hopefully that'll be finished soon. Soon? Yeah, 1 minute and 20 seconds time. So in preparation for this, I'm going to get a bunch of saplings out because that's what it's going to be planting down. I'll just use some oak saplings for now since I already had some in my inventory. It's going to need some fuel, so I'll just use some coal coke because we've got a lot of coal coke, okay. I'll use 16 of it. And I think that's pretty much it, although we will need some fertilizer. And fertilizer comes in the form of bone meal. Now we could just shapelessly craft it into 3 bone meal, or what we could do is we could chuck it in the pulverizer. And if we put it into the pulverizer, if I just disable the automatic output, the pulverizer will pulverize it into 6 bone meal per bone, which is hell of a lot better. So yeah, we are getting a lot of bone meal for our bones with the pulverizer. Brilliant, brilliant little trick. And this thing is just chugging it out like never before though, isn't it? Look at all that, I already got 60, that's not going to output if I didn't move that. Okay, well I would do actually, there are 2 stacks available. Let's wait for this to be done, and by then the cart should have finished, although it should have finished by now. Oh, 9 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there's our modular cart. It's got a standard hull, it's got a coal engine, it's got a wood cutting tool, it's got a fertilizer slot, and it's got some side chests for storing stuff. So, our cart assembler is pretty much useless now because we have assembled our cart, so I'm going to go put that back in the railcraft area, even though it's Steve's carts. Steve's carts is an extension of railcraft. And now let's go pick up our fertilizer. God, look at all that. Look at all that fertilizer! Mmm! You know what, that is enough for now. I'm just going to leave that to do for a while, but I'm going to go put our little Steve's cart modular cart onto the track. So this thing is going to start producing wood for us. So let's whack it on the detector rail, and every time it gets to the detector rail, the cargo manager is going to say there's a detector rail there and there's a cart on there, stop it, ask it for what it's got, and do whatever the heck it's telling it to. So, it's not moving right now because it doesn't have any fuel. If I put that solar engine on that I could have got if I had some glowstone, then it would move straight away because it would get some energy from the sunlight. But instead we're just going to use a good old-fashioned coal. So let's put some fuel in it, and off it goes, the little bastard. So let's whack the coal coke in there. That fuel is going to last for a long ass time, and every time it gets to the detector rail, it's going to say, "Oi mate, what you got? Hand it over." And it's going to hand it over, assuming you've programmed it to do so. But right now it doesn't have anything to plant down, it's just chugging along. So let's put some saplings into the woodcutter. And now it's going to plant these saplings. And they're going to grow really slowly because that's how trees grow. So we're going to put some fertilizer into the fertilizing area, and it is going to add to the fertilizing thing. And it's going to make the trees grow a lot quicker, which means that we will get wood and trees and charcoal a lot quicker. Now we won't get charcoal just yet. What we will need to do is we will need to put some kind of furnace along the side for it to actually put some of the wood logs into. And I think I'll probably use a powered furnace for that because I just like them a lot more than the IC2 stuff. But there we are. A tree has grown and it's removing the leaves, and now it is chopping down the tree. And if you look into its side carts, side chests even, there is some oak wood. Some oak wood logs have grown, and it's chopping them down using that woodcutter. And hopefully every now and then a new tree should grow and it should chop it down. And as you can see, it did plant some new saplings that it got from that tree, which, as I said, we're going to get lots and lots of saplings from this. So yeah, this is a long-term solution to getting lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of wood. And let's see, did that work? Yes, it worked. It said, okay, the cart's on the blue side of the cargo manager. What you got? Hand it over. And it said, okay, from the storage area to the cargo manager, it took its oak wood. And I'm going to change it so that each of the sides has its own inventory, so that I can use them for different purposes if I want to. And yeah, that's really it. That's the basics of it. Now there is another thing we can make called a cargo distributor, which needs simple PCBs, redstone and stone. And what that will do is, if we put it on top of here, it can take items from a certain area of this cargo manager and tell those items to go off somewhere else. Say if it wants to tell it to deliver it into a pipe, to go into a barrel or into a chest, stuff like that. So that cargo distributor I will build probably in between episodes. But for now, we have got wood coming out of this cart. And yeah, this thing is going to be really freaking useful in the long term. If you leave this running for a few hours, you will have stacks and stacks and stacks of wood logs. So if you're looking to build stuff out of wood, I would definitely recommend getting one of these for your Feed the Beast world. But regardless, I'm going to go to sleep now, because it's night time and I don't want to deal with these frickin' mobs. And yeah, I think that's just about it. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button and subscribe if you want to see more Feed the Beast. But yeah, until next time, hopefully I'll have a lot more charcoal and wood. There you see, it's doing its thing again. I will see you in the next episode, where we'll move on to something a little bit different. So, goodbye.